Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Kwadash. Next, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well and who I learn from daily. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered across the four corners of the earth, you Israelite foreigners like unto a speckled bird. And shalom to you sincere Akim that's out there doing this work in the highways and byways, doing videos, pushing it out in truth and sincerity, and you sincere Akwath that's listening in silence as the scriptures state. This is your brother, Isaiah Allah, coming to you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashib Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, I hope this is edifying to the elect. Got this video here. We're going to play a little bit of it up to a specific point because it's about an 18-minute video, and I don't want to play the whole thing because the lesson will end up being too long, and sometimes Jake just like for some reason just can't sit still and listen to get some edification on this. But this is something, brothers and sisters, that I've heard for years, man. I'm only 30, but I've just the time that I've been on there through the spirit, I've heard a lot of Jake women and even Jake men that have a parent from like a mother from another nation talk about this, man. And Salakia, they've mentioned how they've been treated from their other family members, whether it be their grandfather, like grandmother, etc. How they don't get accepted based on their complexion, their all sorts of just evil things. And I have, me personally, I have a son that is with a woman from a different nation, and I'm not gonna go into it, but it's in Esau society, in this hell that we're in, it's it can be nerve-wracking. Before I came into this truth, man, like I was dealing with it with her family. I saw it constantly, heard those devils murmuring and saying different things, and it can it caused a lot of stress, brothers and sisters, like a lot of stress and a lot of anger lashing out. And it's a majority of the time through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, it's the spirit, because all of our spirits are different. All of our spirits have you have the classification in the scriptures. You have like the three classifications. You got the sons of God, which is us, the Israelites. You got the sons of the wicked, and then the sons of men, which is all the other nations. And of course, the sons of the wicked are our number one enemy: Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child. And their spirit and there is not upright in them. They are the devil that the Bible speaks of. They are the devil of the entire earth. The true wicked, like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai created the perfect physical incarnation of Satan. And so I'm gonna play a little bit so you can hear it from these ladies' mouths for yourself. And they're all Israelites. They're all Jake, because the seed. And we're gonna go into just a few scriptures to solidify this. I don't want to get too deep in the lesson because we could go. There's so many areas in the Bible that talks about the seed stems from your father. The genealogy stems from your father. And before I play this, so you can understand, genealogy is or a family tree traces the descendants of one person, whereas a family tree traces the ancestors of one person. But the terms are often used interchangeably. And a family history may include additional biographical information, yada, yada, yada. But this is the main part I wanted to get. So for edification purposes, to understand that it descends from one person and it descends from your father. Now, of course, you got all these different philosophies and all these different ideologies and things of that nature that Esau has created to cause confusion. He's turned everything upside down to the point where you got our people, like the men of our nation, who went in to a woman of a different nation, whether it be an Edomite, Moabite, the white one, the so-called white woman, so-called Chinese woman, doesn't matter. They all are going to come out as Israelites. Okay. And so let's just play the clip and play a little up to a certain point, and then we'll get some precepts, and Lord willing, that'll be the lesson. That way you can see, man, this is something. This is the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that's causing these ladies to say this.
Ever since I was little, has been calling black women disgusting and loud and dirty and arrogant and ghetto, and for some reason she fails to realize that I am the same woman that she is talking about. She fails.
I just wanted to pause that right quick. See, notice what she says. Like her white mother, like who's an Edomite, just talks so much shit about so-called black women, so-called Israelite women, saying how they're dirty and so on and so forth. And she's the same woman because you are who your father is. Let's get that precept really quick. In Numbers chapter 1 verse 18, and there's other places like we can go to as well that describe this. And when you look at it, when you go through the genealogy of the Israelites or our people, it's always by the seed of the father. It always starts with the father. It only mentions the women in certain parts, but it never stems from the woman, whether it be a woman from a concubine or whether it be an Israelite wife, wife. It's always going based on the father, the seed. So, and they assembled, Numbers 1 and 18, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. Now, when you go into this word pedigrees, Salakia, let me just get it right here. It's the Strong's H 3205, and it's the Hebrew word yalad, and to bring forth, to bear, bring forth, beget, gender travail, to bring forth, childbirth, to cause, to help, to bring forth, to be born, to assist or tend, midwife, to beget. And we're going to look at the Strong's definition here: to bear young, to beget, to bring, to act as a midwife, to show lineage. All right, so it's to showing their lineage is what is what I wanted to get right there. And to continue reading, pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the name from 20 years old and upward by their polls. And so this is what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai was telling us in the wilderness of Sinai when telling Moses to assemble all the congregation and to get everything situated by the pedigrees of the fathers. And so we can literally go type in house of the fathers, and you'll see multiple scriptures in the Old Testament, and you even see an example in Matthew when it showed like the book of Matthew at the beginning when it showed like Lord Yahweh Shai, his line all the way down, and it starts at it's all from men, just so you can get that understanding. But let's continue here.
To realize that there's no difference between us. The only difference is the slightly lighter complexion. That's it. Y'all sit here as white women and you have black and brown and Asian children, and then you literally talk about us like we can't hear you. You talk about how we're disgusting and how we leech off the government and how we're not even from America and how we don't even need to have protests for things because everyone's created equal in the first place, but then you date white supremacists and bring them into our own fucking houses. And you expect us to be comfortable. I don't get how y'all can pretend that your kids don't hear you and then be absolutely baffled when they finally do. And they finally don't want to be around you.
So I also have a white mom, and whether or not you other half-breeds want to digest it and understand it and take accountability for it.
And see, there's another term that was created by these devils. They call them half-breeds. And this has been like this for a long time, even going back to Rome, because we've always, when we were ruling during that time, even during the Dark Ages, Jake has always intermingled with the heathen. We've always mixed our seed. That's why Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said, "My heritage is to me as a speckled bird." And so we've always mixed our seed with other nations. And that's why you have Israelites that look like every nation under the sun, under the heavens. And so you can like that's why we know like these you got these other Israelite camps that will have Israelites walk up, or they're doing like they're teaching and they're like yelling and like and they see somebody that looks like a so-called white person and saying to them, "Oh, you're an Edomite." Well, how the hell do you know that? Because like you can't when the scriptures tell us to measure by the Spirit. And so let's get that really quick. I think that's in John 7, chapter 7. And the main thing I wanted to get for you to understand this is this like our being raised by like especially in this captivity that we're in and in Esau's kingdom. A lot of our people are raised by heathen women. And it's different. They feel different. They experienced a lot of heartache and a lot of sorrow being raised by a heathen family and not being with their father or being able to see their father because of a lot of what a lot of these women are sisters are saying, man. And it's sad. It really is sad. And the way like how things are upside down and how they have to deal with these kinds of things, the women and the men. 7 verse 24, I think. Yep. John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Why did that why do you say that? Because we have Israelites that look like all nations underneath the sun. All right. And you can even go like let's say even in the book of Acts, they talked about that. Let's go so you could see. I think it's Acts 2. Yeah, we're going to start at verse 1. And when the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. And there appeared unto them cloven tongues, like as of the fire, and it sat upon each of them. And they were all filled with the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, and began to speak with other tongues, which is different languages, as the Spirit gave them utterance. And they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews, which are like Israelites, in the southern kingdom, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Every nation under heaven. Now, because we were scattered to the four corners of the earth, we were scattered to all different nations. So that's why you're going to have so-called Chinese looking like Israelites. So-called, the so-called Ishmaelite, who was the Arabs. There's Israelites among them as well, man. Even amongst the Palestinians, Israelites, you got Israelites that look like so-called Japanese, so-called like I could go on like all the other nations. There's Israelites mingled all among them because we spread our seed to all these other nations, and so that's why you have to measure the spirit of a man or woman, and using the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And so I want to continue this video. Sorry for rambling. And let's continue going here.
Is the fact that having a white mom is different than having a black mom, socially and psychologically. When people say that mixed kids with black moms are different than mixed kids with white moms, they're talking about the fact that mixed kids with black moms typically tend to not grow up to be coons and colorists. And where do coon and colorist ideologies derive from? These ideologies didn't just come from nowhere. Who's teaching these kids these things? I'm so tired of saying it, but there are more racist white moms than y'all want to believe.
Hey, black moms, I got you for a minute. Sit this one out. Hey, yo, white moms, stop having biracial kids. You is funny as fuck to run your mouth all over this app talking about that. Knee slapper, can we talk about how my granddaddy disowned my mom after she had the first of us? Can we talk about how my own mother called me racist towards white people? Because of Breonna Taylor? At least the black mother would have known how to do my hair properly and given a shit. I am definitely not the prize to the skin fetish you had with my father.
And that right there, that's something that I've never heard that before. But that's facts, man. That's true. That these Edomite women have a skin fetish for Jake. Like they know something's not right with them. And these Edomites, because they got leprosy. And so that's just something funny. I just like that through the spirit, but I'm going to use that. They have a skin fetish for Jake because they don't have melanin, and they lack pigmentation, and so they have a self-hate for themselves, and but deep down in the spirit, like these Edomite, all these women of different nations, Salakia, they love Jake, man. And so this is why, but this has always been like that. It's always been like that in the scriptures. We've always intermingled with different nations with our seed, like I've said. But this, what she's stating is absolutely true, man. I've heard it. Like, they've had these Edomite moms, man. Like, they say a lot of evil things to their children, a lot of evil things, because they don't have a righteous spirit. It's not even like something that they even if they do apologize and stuff, they don't truly mean it. Their spirit is not upright in them, all right, because they are Edomites. They are the wicked of the earth, and so they're gonna say things to their children. And this is like the woman in the first video. She said she had to disown her mom because of the things that were the words that were coming out of her mouth, because they are the wicked, man. They say things even to hurt, like, to the soul. They can hurt their children, and they don't care. Like, that's why that's why they say the things they say. They have no care of who they hurt with their words. And so, because they're the wicked, it's plain and simple. And and that's why sometimes I fear that for my child, man. Like, because I barely I see him whenever I can, through the spirit, but doing this work, putting Yahweh Hashem Yahushai first, I have to skip over sometimes certain things and certain times seeing them. But then, like, I think about him being raised with his mom, and even when I do see him, and then, like, I be able to, like, I take him back, and we see it's like his spirit changes, and he, especially being like saying certain things, or sometimes he'll even like expose her for specific things that happen. And it's just it's all, but it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua at the end of the day. And a lot like, we have all on the planet Earth Israelite children looking like this, but they probably dealt with this their whole entire life with their family members. And it's crazy, man. Even like I have the book Nature Knows No Color Line. I actually bought that book because I remember the elder Yashawamba from GMS Dallas camp, I believe, was talking about that book, and I went through it, and just understanding the spiritual aspect of our seed is literally everywhere. And like as time goes on, they've gained lighter complexion, but the spirit is always there as an Israelite. Is the point I'm trying to make. And Salakia for rambling, but hopefully you brothers are like edified for like understanding where I'm coming from with this. I understand where these women are coming from, and these Israelite sisters, man, because in the kingdom all things are going to be fixed, because we're still going to have concubines in the kingdom, and we're still going to be able to have to bring back our nation through these heathen women. And so, but we'll have spiritual power. We'll be able to give them their melanin and things of that nature. So it's going to be beautiful, man. And there's like I would I'll put the video link in the description, or like you can just go and check this video out, because like if you want to watch the whole thing. But that's mainly what I wanted to get up to this point. And it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua put the spirit on these ladies to finally, they've had enough of it, man. And through the unicorn Salakia, they're able to express this now, and to show the world that the hell that they're dealing with, being raised by a heathen nation, and not being under their father, because really they're supposed to be with their, like, under their father. So let's there's one more precept I wanted to get, that way you can see. So we're gonna go here to, let's see. Just bear with me for one moment, brothers and sisters. Iraq, I think it's 3, 2, 1. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 9. For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. You see that there? Let's go to the next verse. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, nor for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee. For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father, and a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children. And so that's mainly for the Israelite woman, but you can also look at it in the aspect of these heathen women, man, because they're the heathen women. They're not in the customs of where they're not under our law. They're not under our customs, especially here in this captivity yet, because we have no power, we have no rulership, and so they have these Israelites have to deal with, especially if they're having strife at home, being raised by another heathen nation, like my son, and it's they like not being connected to who they truly are, which is an Israelite, and they have to deal with all the heathen customs, being in the world, and having their spirit be broken down by another nation. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying. I hope your brothers and sisters got something out of it, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.